Morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Vase. I am in Cluj, Romania. I have already moved countries. No, sorry, I'm in the same country. I've already moved cities. I am here for the Transylvania Bitcoin conference, and it already started. So I want to head over there at the top of the hour. Peter Todd's going to speak, and I wanted to catch his presentation. So this is going to be yet another short video. Let's go to screen share. Plan to keep the announcements very, very short. The only one at Bali is done registering. It's over. Unconfiscatable will open registration soon. No workshops for the time being. So in the product and services section, if you head on over to the on-demand videos, every time I get a free half an hour, I add. I'm not sure why these are coming up. Hold on, let me redo this real quick. I've been editing the website. This shouldn't take long. Products and services, on-demand videos. There, okay. Right here, you can see the hyperwave videos, and I have added the hyperwave videos for sale in the on-demand video section. And there's a few more I need to add, and I will be adding those very, very soon. Every time I get a half an hour free, I add another one of Hyperwave's webinars up for sale. So you can go ahead and check that out. All right, we're gonna keep this short. We're gonna go right to the charts. You can see this is why I wasn't going too crazy over the big pump of Bitcoin. I need to see how this week ends. Today is already Friday, so the week is coming close to an end. We have an upcoming death cross coming up, and that's where the 7 week is going to cross below the 30 week. You can see the price is still below both moving averages. It is back below the Fibonacci line. This candle is pulling back. The bigger the shadow of this candle, the more bearish this candle becomes. The smaller the shadow, the more bullish this candle becomes when the candle closes. So for now, the weekly chart remains in a bearish posture, and we wait and see how the candle closes. Here is the daily chart. You can see how the daily chart got rejected by the 200-day moving average. Now, this 200-day moving average is still trending up. The 50-period moving average is already trending down, and the 128-day moving average is flat. This is not a good sign at all. We pumped last night. I stayed up late doing some of the webinar stuff, getting them up for sale. But I didn't see this pump coming to, well, not that I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it happening, I should probably say, all the way up to 8,800, which means that we had moved $1,000 from the recent low of 77.50 or something all the way up to 88 and change. And it's possible that that was all just a dead cat bounce. Now, this dead cat bounce could have gone higher to the bottom of the triangle, but it really needs to get over the triangle to be like bullish and anticipate new highs. For now, all you can take away from this is that you got rejected by the 200-day moving average in a similar way that happened here. Now, this one, because the moving average is trending up, you were able to make a higher high. But I am not very confident about this higher high, just like I am not confident about this higher low, because this higher low was like $20 higher. To me, that's not enough. Also, look at this low. This low had a lower daily close. When you have a lower daily close, but a higher day intraday, that doesn't mean anything. That's a double bottom. And I hate double bottoms. Double bottoms are meant to be broken unless they take a sufficient time between each other. And this was not sufficient time between each other. And by the way, neither was this. This was also not sufficient time between each other, but this was a lot clearer of a higher low than this was. On the flip side of things, if I go to the last bear market, every exchange is different. But this low and this low had sufficient time between each other. This was like 7 months apart, 8 months apart. This was the first week of January. and this was the last week of August. That was almost 8 months apart. That is sufficient time between each other so that this double low is legitimate to potentially reverse the market, and it happened to do so. When you have a double low, double bottom, that's only like 3 weeks apart, that's not sufficient time, and that's a problem. So at the moment, the daily chart is looking bearish. Now we will see what happens next. If this thing starts to approach 8,000 again, that I am still expecting significantly lower lows. Right now, it's definitely in a bearish posture with a bullish sequential, but got rejected by the 200-day. This blue line can disappear now. It's irrelevant. And when would I feel is a good activated short trade? Well, this would have been tricky for me to short this asset even as a swing trader. Now, if this candle was the big reversal candle, this would have been easier to short off the rejection and the reversal candle. But because this candle pumped to 8,800, I would have stayed away from shorting on this candle. At this point, I'd rather wait a few days. And if I have a red 2 going below a red 1, somewhere above 8,000, that becomes my short trade. Remember, my other anticipated short trade at 8,050 would have failed with a stop loss, hopefully with a break even had I been actively trading it. And if not with a break even, then at a slight loss. But I would have been out of that asset saying that, okay, it's not ready to fall yet before it went all the way to 8,800. Now I could potentially get another chance at a short trade, but I'm not comfortable with a long trade here. I'm not comfortable on this long trade. I did not have a good buying opportunity at 7,700. I'm not going to chase. So I would rather be patient and take the short trade because the short trade is there. This is still a downtrend that is now below the 200-day moving average for a significant amount of time, even though the price is rising. That's pretty much it. A 9's coming on a 12-hour, but it will be hard to get unless we get a pump, unfortunately. 4-hour, CMF looks good, but nothing really interesting. I'm going to go straight to the shit coins. Ethereum still rising against Bitcoin, still in a dead cat bounce against Bitcoin. If Bitcoin takes a nosedive of like $2,000 or $3,000, Ethereum will probably just shit the bed. Litecoin, I'm waiting for that mining death spiral, and it's coming. B-Trash, I'm just waiting for capitulation for everyone to realize it's garbage. No one even cares about the other shitcoin fork anymore, the BSV chain or whatever. It's not even worth mentioning. That's how dumb that chain is. Silver pumped a little bit. That means gold probably pumped a little bit. That could mean that S&P 500 fell yesterday. And it did not. Wow, look at that. I did not even know. Wasn't paying attention. So this was very good. So look at yesterday's candle. It started to fall. This is my line of concern. It broke my line of concern. But look at this rally. Look at that monster rally yesterday. Wow. I'm impressed. A green 2 above a green 1 tomorrow gets me in the market. But tomorrow would be Monday. So I would wait for Monday. So today is Friday. It's 3 a.m. in New York. So this is where I pray that today is not a giant day in the market to the upside. This is where I pray for a consolidation candle and traders not trade. I also believe that we're dealing with a holiday. It's possible that Columbus Day or something, but Columbus is not a stock market holiday. Again, it's been a while since I worked on Wall Street and shit. I'll answer your question, DW, in a second. I got a couple of good questions, but so it's a holiday weekend-ish, and Columbus Day is one of those weird holidays. But I would want like consolidation, no very low volume, And then looking at MACD is about to cross over to the upside and be bullish above 0. RSI still looks good. The S&P is setting up for a nice rally into year end. Nice Santa Claus rally coming up and Thanksgiving rally. It's going to be great. I don't want to look at individual stocks, but I will look at Lyft and Uber maybe. That's like my only interesting ones. I really like this bounce here as well on Starbucks. I love the bounce off the setup trend, and the green 4 could go above a green 2. It's in a bearish posture, but I like this setup here. Lyft. Ooh, look at Lyft. Nope, I'm not comfortable with Lyft anymore. Lyft is, wow, I can really pick up Lyft cheap. Jesus Christ, I really don't want to miss the Lyft dip. I really don't want to miss the Lyft dip. I'm still waiting. I haven't bought into it yet. There's been a couple of occasions where I probably would have bought into it if I wasn't this busy. And I would have cut those trades, and I would still be waiting for my Lyft perfect buy. Uber, same. I would not be comfortable long Lyft or Uber right now, but they're coming. They're coming. They're not going anywhere. Maybe Lyft is, but I don't think Uber is. Just wait till self-driving cars. I mean, these companies are going to really take over. All right, I got a couple of good questions and a tipped question. Thoughts on Joe Saz's theory that Tether print caused prior bull run to 14,000? A little bit. Guys, I don't believe, not really, maybe. I believe that 80% of the bull run to 14,000 was not the printing of Tether, but it was the exodus out of shitcoins. And of course, Tether printing helps the bullish case of Bitcoin. But Tether implosion also helps the bullish case of Bitcoin. Because if Tether blows up, everyone's going to sell their Tether and buy Bitcoin. Guys, everything helps Bitcoin. Just like everything helps the stock market. A rising economy helps the stock market. A falling government kind of helps the stock market because then people move all of their money into private companies. The printing of money helps the stock market. All these things help the stock market. This is why I'm 99% of the time a stock market bull. Everything helps Bitcoin. Everything, printing of Tether, not printing of Tether, everything helps Bitcoin in the long term. In the long term. In the short term, Bitcoin could be overvalued. Tether blowing up helps Bitcoin. Printing of Tether helps Bitcoin. It all helps Bitcoin. Everything goes through Bitcoin. Everything else is a scam shitcoin. I don't know. I've said this many times. Okay, I got a couple of other questions. Socrates is showing a compelling Wyckoff accumulation. I am not a big fan of Wyckoff. I have said this many times as well. Do you agree? I don't disagree, but I also don't agree because I don't know. I am not a Wyckoff fan the way I am not an Elliott Wave fan. To me, Wyckoff has way too many moving parts. It has way too many parts. I like simplicity. I do not like Elliott waves. I do not like Wyckoff. I do not like them because they are too complex. They are too complicated for my trading. My trading doesn't mean they're complicated for your trading. They are too complicated for my trading. My trading could be as simple as the ability to count to 9. That's it. Simplicity helps a great deal. On-chain analytics with Willy Woo. I will see Willy Woo in about a week and a half in Bali, and I will do a show with him. I'm just too busy to organize it right now. Bitcoin is worth more than 3.2K, but no, that's just a comment. Okay, I disagree about the weekly. Coming from Dimitri, sure, no one has to agree with me, but daily is definitely a bear. Okay, you're not replying to me, you're replying to someone else. Okay. The last time I tried to prove myself as a trader, I lost an unreasonable amount of affiliate revenue. So I will never trade again publicly. I will never mention my trades publicly. because I just don't care about people's opinions. Oil is up 2%. I didn't even look at oil. It's still in a decline to me. I presented my thoughts on the CFTC chairman on Twitter. I believe he just failed the IQ test. All right, guys, I got to go to the conference. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, actually, one more thing. I am adding the Lucid Investments, Tyler Jenks, on-demand webinars and the workshops that he's done. So far, the ones I've added were Hyperwave, trading hyperwaves, the Consensio trading system, the Celgent trading system, and he has 3 more, which I will add hopefully by end of the weekend. And there'll be 1 more that you can buy them all at a discounted rate if you want to buy all of them. These are mine. One day I'll do more, but that's it. I'm off to the conference, and I'll try to do another video tomorrow, maybe from the conference or something like that. And I will talk to you all on the next one. Bye, guys.